It's a little Grand Kush music right here. Shout out to the hip hop heads in this 50 years of hip hop. I just turned 50 myself. Shout out to the 70s babies, still out here looking so fresh and so clean and fly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an interesting video. It's gonna be a real interesting video. It's a Saturday morning in Illinois and it's snow outside. Damn. I see a lot of y'all smoking the good gas in y'all videos. Y'all wasn't doing that back in the day when I started doing videos. Y'all was scared to get y'all channels yanked. Y'all was scared to not be able to monetize your channels and things of that nature. Now, mad herbalists are smoking herb. Hey, listen. You gotta fly with your own wings, man. You gotta fly with your own wings. You can't be out here borrowing no wings from nobody and be like, I'll get you back later. You gonna owe. And that's really what I want to talk about today. That's really what I want to talk about today. Hold on, let me fix my mix. Let me fix my mix. Let me fix my mix. Can I put this on? What is this? I don't want to shuffle it. That's what I wanted to do. We're gonna calm down a little bit. Yeah, man. So I guess we outside of the 50 years of hip hop now. It's January, you know what I'm saying? But the 50 years of hip hop is significant, especially if you was born in the 70s, because you went through it all. We went through it all the programming, all the video shows, your MTV Raps, The Basement, Rap City, all the black TV sitcoms that came out in the 80s plus the 90s. When the 80s came, the content was stronger. It started getting more comedic as it went down into the 90s and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Those born in the 70s, seen it all, did it all. We a whole different type of brother out here. You know what I'm saying? And the realest of us, we ain't simping to get ahead. We ain't simping for no females. We ain't simping for no paycheck. I'll never bow my head down to another man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? By way of South Central, San Fernando Valley. I've been all around town on them. I'm international by my own dollar. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm happy to be here. Rest in peace to my brother Stoney B1. Passed away in 2022 by the hands of some fuck niggas. You understand what I'm saying? But this video is not to bring us down into negative frequencies and lower frequencies. We on a higher consciousness, 9 higher consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the conscious out there who are fully awoke and they don't take this for a joke. You understand? Shout out to those who are on these new MCs' heads. Shout out to those who are on these producers' heads that are exposing these devils out here, these black devils out here. Hey man, look, we got played, man. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling at the end of 50 years of hip hop. Aside from the great producers out there, the great MCs, I grew up, man, an avid hip hop head, yo. like most of us from the 70s did. We grew up listening, supporting hip hop. Are you a supporter of hip hop? I'm talking about back when, you know, it was EPMD, when it was Big Daddy Kane, when it was MC Shan, you know what I'm saying, when it was Public Enemy, you know, Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying, Marley Marl and the Symphony, you know, Audio 2, MC Light, Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying, Roxanne Shante, UTFO, Fat Boys, you know we're down by law. I mean, you know what's crazy, cause you can put on some of that old stuff and we can go verse for verse. Avid hip hop head. You know, I was that kid, you know, I was crucial on a cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? Rituals. First thing you do, you pull your cassette tape out. You know what I'm saying? You know, and before you do anything to the cassette tape, what do you go do? Go get that clear tape. What y'all know about the clear tape? What is the clear tape for? So them letters don't come off, baby. You put that clear tape over the titles of the music, right? And then you put your cassette tape ready to play. You understand? You know, when you was making your mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? When you was recording your radio shows, right? You get done with the radio shows, you popped in two plastic little tips at the top of the cassette tape so nobody could record on them. You feel what I'm saying? And then you figured out something. If I want to record on them, I just put a little toilet paper in there, put a little tape over the top. We back to business, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I was one of them kids, right? If my tape broke, you know, you get some of them back in the day, some of them boom boxes and shit like that. Put your tape in there, they eat your tape up and shit. Your tape be all in the cassette player and shit. Nah, I'm the type, I pull that shit out, get to the point where it's broke, right, where it's shredded at, surgically remove the tape, and then tape that shit back together. Wow, back in business, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I was an avid hip hop head. I kept my tapes in a shoebox. Man, I had about what? By the time I was done collecting, I had everything. I had everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the first tape, you get the first tape, the second tape, the third tape, the fourth tape. That's what it was all about. You had to have all that shit. I'm a Tower Records kid, man. What y'all know about Tower Records? I'm a Tower Records kid. That's why this video to me is gonna be kind of significant, because like I said, man, I feel like I got played. Well, I ain't gonna say I got played. I love the music, but the shit that we hearing today is shameful. It's shameful. That what some of these so-called mega producers, super producers, you know, like in the super church, got this power. Some of these powerful MCs now, what they doing to appease the beast, and how they taking advantage. How they taking advantage of youngsters, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's shameful what we hearing today. It's disgusting. It goes against everything that I stand for. Peace and blessings to the brothers and sisters out here in consciousness, like I said, and death to those who follow the three-ether moon god, right? What is a three-ether moon god? If you don't know about Nuwapu, you're probably not really a serious hip-hop head. You know what I'm saying? I'm only talking about those who grew up in the 70s and 80s, and those that came after are part of the swing, right? Shout out to the realness in our communities. Shout out to the real in our communities. And that's from here to whenever the hell you was born after 73. You get what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. This some real content right here. This some real content right here. This now, what I'm gonna present, you know, the content is telling you it's a novel, it's fictitious. A novel is a book that's fictitious with some real life expressionism in it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to think, man. I've done this video a couple of times and I keep deleting it because I don't want the video to be too long, but the way the book just blew my cat back, man. I want to present it in a way where it's understood that my people, man, the powers that be in the music industry, man, they devils. And those who want to be in the music industry, right, and find out what's cracking and they don't get out, they devils. They devils. And they're not working for the Most High, yo. They don't care about the Most High, man. They care about money, power, and fame. I ain't gonna say money and power and respect. I'm gonna say money, power, and fame. You understand what I'm saying? They really want to be kissing the feet and the hands and the rings of them devils, yo. You know what I'm saying? They want to be used and abused. As long as they can be on stage and be on front of us telling us that they somebody, they don't care. They don't care. Seemingly, they don't care. And if you look into these niggas' spirits, you could slap their spirit up on a television screen in 4K and we can sit back and watch it, you'll be appalled. You might have the same feelings that I have. They're working for Lucifer. So let's start. I'm gonna just go with the spirit, right? And however this come out, it's just gonna come out. But I already told you how I feel about the 50 years of hip hop right now. As much support, they don't give a fuck about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Did you buy that cassette tape? Did you buy that CD? Is you spending your money for the streams? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to A Tribe Called Quest. But man, even when I say shout out to A Tribe Called Quest, I'm like, this book that I got, man, that I'm doing this video on, it make you think, yo. It make you think. Because we judge by the outer appearance, right? We don't judge by what a nigga is thinking in his fucking mind. You feel me? We don't judge by the spirit, right? So, the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z York. Hey man, you know, some of y'all fell off when he got locked up for 135 years, and they said he did this and he did that and he did this. Some of y'all believed it. To this day, I don't believe that he did what they say he did, right? Okay. But it's a lot of devils doing what they said he did. You go look up the case yourself. It's over 20 years, right? This was a strategic plot and plan to get that man out of the eyes of the people. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the hardest working man in consciousness. He was the hardest working man in consciousness. Some of these devil supporter celebrities, comedians, okay, we're talking about 50 Cent, Puffy, Jay-Z, anyone around in that circle. We're talking about Steve Harvey, Said the Entertainer. We're talking about, you feel what I'm saying? Cat Williams just dropped some shit. People think Cat Williams is like, I don't even have a personal opinion about Cat Williams and why he did what he did. He's his own man, right? He's his own man. But Cat Williams, and here's the thing about it, right? Because they like to play the protagonist, antagonist. So Even though Cat Williams just dropped this bomb on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp podcast, you don't know if he's a part of it. That's how deep this shit is, because you gotta have the Justice League, and then you gotta have the villains, right? The Justice League, and then the villains. But what do they all have? Superpowers, okay? And even though they go against each other, right? You never know if they say, hey, let's bring it all together. You know what we can really do? We just came together. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't know if Cat Williams is anybody that's talking against, you don't know if they are part of it. You understand what I'm saying? But Cat Williams, I would like to think that Cat Williams is standing on his spiritual business, because he's been talking for a long time, right? And as some of these intelligent brothers and sisters speak, we like to follow the narrative. Oh, that fool crazy, man. Oh, that fool was on drugs. Something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with him. You know how they did Kanye. But Ye doing stuff that's like, hey, I got love for Ye though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I say that, man, I love his music. I don't know what he is as a person. I don't care. I don't care what these fools are as people. Just be good people. Because you came out with the music, right? And what I mean by that, I don't care. I care about the music, because some of this music helped, you know what I'm saying, grow a little in there up. You know what I'm saying? It was in the directions and instructions in some of this music, and if you followed it accordingly, you know what I'm saying, then you was gonna be on your game properly, right? And it's making me question right now. God damn, did we need the music? When did the music get hijacked? Who stole the soul, right? And after they took Dr. Malachi Z York in 1992, it started to go bad, right? 1996, 1997, you know who passed, and since then, who has passed, right? It's been more violence on the planet than ever before. Black on black crime is sort of at an all-time high. Sisters is out here doing the worst. Come on, man. Get your daughters up out of here, man. Get your daughters up out of the video, twerking everywhere and all that. You know, all these TikTok challenges and all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, we at the bottoms. You know what I'm saying? We at the bottoms. Where is the dignity? Where is the respect? Okay, so let's go. Let's stop this. You know, when you smoke good gas, your mind starts to expand. You feel what I'm saying? And man, my mind, because I've studied so much. I am a book reader. The best thing you can do for yourself is read a book still. They want you to be stuck in this on a computer. That shit damaging eyes, and you got people now with 5 or 6, 7 computers, man. It's stimulation everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing to read no book, right? All right, so let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Introduction to this book, and what I want to speak about. I'm gonna start it off because I think to understand this book, unless you go get it for yourself, you can go get it for yourself. The book came out in 2011. Like I said, Dr. York said every 10 years something is gonna change. But as far as what's going on with the powers that be, they want to stay in power, but they lose in power. And so they need us. They lose in the power, so they need us. Black people right now are the most popular people on the planet. Nobody is talking about no other people except black people, and what are we doing? So the Dr. Malachi Z York, the master teacher, said every 10 years, man, something changes. And if you look back from 2023, go back 10 years, or wherever you want to start, 2020, go back 10 years, you're going to see the changes, right? So I feel like this chili dog committee, shout out to Nina Boy, you know, the brothers that like chili on their hot dog, the chili dog committee, I feel like, and it may have started before, but when it started getting prominent and visual, it's like 2010 and beyond, right? So this book that I'm talking about came out in 2011, okay? And I started off wanting, as I was doing the earlier videos, I was reading from the book, and I don't know if I'm gonna read from the book. I might read a couple of pages. You understand what I'm saying? But this book is deep. A little bit about the book. The book is called Mogul, okay? The book is called Mogul. You can look up the etymological definition of mogul. This is a Hindu word. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta understand the white people, the ghost people, okay? They favor the Hindu, the Indian, okay? Nigga, not the black Indian, right? We not Indians. We not Africans. We predate all of that. Y'all niggas is stuck, right? If you don't know how your skin becomes brown once the sun hits it out of birth, then you don't know who the fuck you are. I'm talking about science. I ain't talking about description. I'm talking about science. And what does science mean? It means to know, right? It means to know. So the best thing that you can call yourself is whatever makes your skin do this and stay like this. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't getting burnt up. You ain't getting no suntans. You ain't getting no skin cancer or none of that. Whatever makes your skin do this, whatever terminology that is scientifically, that's who the fuck you are. You understand what I'm saying? So this book came out in 2011. I'll show a little video. Somebody know about this book. Somebody know about this dude right here, Terrence Dean, right? So I know I'm not the only person with this book. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not though. A lot of people, the Boys Club, they know about this book. When this book dropped, oh man, this is an exposure. But it's written speaking about a producer, right? A Timberland, a Pharrell, a Puffy, a Swiss Beats or whatever, trying to get into the game and making it into the game and making it to the top. And it's in a fictitious story about this producer's life and what he goes through to be at the top. In this book, this producer that they're talking about is number one. He is at the top. He is under the big dog. So you can be like Andre Harold and Puffy. Whoever is the big producer today to you is somebody above him. It's somebody above them. But out of these producers, it's a producer out of all the producers, you know, in the verses, that's the number one producer. And he's the number one producer, not because he producing the best music, because they push the music out there. If they want to turn 50 Cent off, they will turn 50 Cent off. You feel what I'm saying? It's who bringing in the most souls. And sales and souls kind of go together. And when they sell your soul, whoever can make the most sales is bringing in the most souls. Dig that. You dig what I'm saying? See, you fall off a little bit, man, and you start going deeper into the world that resides now, thinking that this shit is real. This shit is not real. They have been programming us by way of the TV since 1950. All right, so let's get into the book. Okay, so like I said, it's about This book is about a super producer who was under the big man, okay? And the big man in this book is named Larry Singleton. They call him Pop. Right. The big man in this book is Larry Singleton. His name is Larry Singleton. All right. And so the mega producer dude's name in this book is Big A.T. Okay. Now, the group of mega producers that's out there, right? And record executives, publicists. Let's find, let me see if I can find that. How they put it, hold on, let me see if I can get to it right quick. Okay, so he took us through the crowd and introduced us. There were entertainment executives, vice presidents, A&R, and marketing reps, publicists, and promotions executives. They work for BET, MTV, Def Jam, Interscope Records, Atlantic Records, and Capitol Records. A few top music producers was there as well. And why did I read that? I just wanted to let you know who's a part, what they call the family. It's an inner circle. Now, I don't know if it's an inner circle of black people only. I don't think so, right? It's all who's involved in the chili dog committee. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the most powerful producers out here in rap, hip hop, the most powerful the niggas with the top sales. And it's even some behind the scenes, right? Some of these producers you don't see, right? But they behind the scenes, they working hard. You go to them, you're gonna get you a hit, right? They all linked up like chains, man. They call the family. Man, and here's where the shameful shit goes. They a family because they like chili on their hot dog. They like chili on their hot dog first. And then there was producers, and that's what we not understanding. They wanted chili on their hot dog first, and then there was music executives, right? And in hip hop, they make you think that this music is all about, you know what I'm saying, a real thug ass man, right? A real. Nah, man, I couldn't be dealing with no Bati boy business. Not at all. Oh, based on this book, on the contrary, mon frere, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. So it makes you think, you know, I've been dealing with Nuwapu since 1991, man. So it's 9 ether, 6 ether, and 3 ether science, 9 ether, 6 ether, and 3 ether minds out here. It's like, just because you got black skin don't mean you ain't ready to see it. Just because you got black skin don't mean you ain't ready to get bent over unless some other man put him in. Okay, so let's go to a clip. Let's roll the clip. This is Go Back, Double XL, 50 Cent, Soulja Boy. Double XL. Extra large. Trojan condoms. Double XL. Extra large. Trojan viruses. All right, let's go. All right, so this is 2010, like I said. This is when I think shit changed, right? But see, before that, they loaded you up with Superhead. So you was like, Superhead, damn, this broad out here just knobbing. She knobbing everywhere. And everybody like, oh, she's a hizzo. You go back in that book, and she said, Tigger from BET, if y'all remember, she said she walked in on him and he was getting clapped. Nigga was cocking on getting clapped. His DNA all in the bed. But see, they don't care. Because that's the family. They all going through it. All going through it. The females, man. What did Cat Williams say? You're going to go through this video, right? Because you're going to see it, right? What did Cat Williams say about these fools with their wives? You will see a picture, right? With the kid. You understand what I'm saying? You will see a few publicity stunts, right? But you never hardly hear the females talking about how much they love their husbands, how much 50 Cent is really real. They can't trust it. They can't let them go out there and speak. You know, they might glitch out. They might say the real thing. I seen 50, I seen Puffy. They won't let them do it. Up until this day, have you seen, aside from, now Denzel Washington used to bring his wife, right? And I'm not saying that they don't bring their wives out and take them to the red carpet. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they don't have no podcast. They don't have no show, right? They don't have no, they're not doing anything together jointly as a family. Like, oh, 50 Cent got this money now. Now me and my wife gonna do something now. Denzel Washington and Lenny Kravitz. You can check them pictures out, right? I started doing this, let's say around like 2014. I got hit with like the Tupac bug, man. I just wanted to know what was cracking, what was Tupac, because Tupac was, now they say Tupac was a part of the committee. Don't know. But what it looked like he was doing, he was knocking his hoes out. He was knocking his hoes out. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, don't bring your girl around Pac. You're bound to lose her. You're gonna lose that front street, right? And when Pac, then what you gonna do? Now you gotta act like something you not. Hey nigga, you done took my home, you done knocked my home, you know what I'm saying? You don't care about her though. Cause you care about the boys. You care about the boys. This is a minute, 55-second clip, right? So, this double XL with 50 Cent and Soulja Boy. So I want you to pay attention. You gotta read the body language, man. Okay? When you on Front Street. When your big homie say it's time to act. You either gonna keep it real, or we gonna see if you real. When the big, I hope none of y'all had no big homies that played y'all. Luckily, coming from Cali and San Fernando Valley, man, I had some OGs that I felt like they didn't stir me into no bullshit, man. You understand what I'm saying? So I was able to stand 10 toes down and have my mind clear and things of that nature. The work you put in or whatever you do to get your fame, to get your name out there, that's on you. You understand what I'm saying? But the worst of it is if if you being misled and they making you go astray. Y'all little niggas in the music industry are being misled, being used. They taking y'all music, they stealing y'all vocals, you know, because y'all niggas is dumb. I hate to say it, y'all niggas want fame and fortune. Y'all not seeking the Most High. Y'all didn't seek the Most High first and say, hey man, everything that y'all say to me, let me go back and check that. Everything that y'all saying to me, cause I got value with myself, fool. You know what I'm saying? I know me. You feel what I'm saying? Let me go back and let me check this contract. Nah, they don't even let you do that. They done hit you, slapped you in the face with 4,000. Pow! Boy, when the last time you had some lobster, boy? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to raise up your status, man. We out here lobster, shrimps, steaks, and all of this stuff, champagne, and the mazel tov and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me you gonna leave me right now to go see if you don't want this life? That's the pressure. And you're like, yeah, I do want this life. Yeah, I'm not a musician no more. I want to be just like you. Come on, let's go in, man. Let me fix this up. Let's see. Let's fix this up a little bit. All right, you see that? Now, this is the beginning of the interview. This is Double XL. And look at 50 Cent. He like, nigga, you better get this shit right. You better let them know that I saved you, boy. And I want you to listen to what 50 Cent says, right? Because he said, and this kind of blew my mind, he said, if he would want to be any other rapper or anybody else in this game, he would want to be Soulja Boy. Because Soulja Boy did it himself. Now, this is what's strong about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy finessed YouTube. He was finessing them streaming sites where you go stream and listen to music, and that's how he got on. Hey, shout out for the Black Mind. Shout out for the Black Mind. When the Black Mind want to go somewhere, they gonna figure that fucking shit out. We need to take our communities back, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I will give a thumbs up to Soulja Boy in doing. He wanted to get out there and he figured out how to finesse that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But look at big buff ass, strong, prison looking ass 50 Cent. Man, look how he looking at Soulja Boy, man. You feel what I'm saying? And look at Soulja Boy's face, man. I ain't saying that the man is scared. I'm sure he enjoyed this photo shoot, right? I'm sure he enjoyed it, but then he was like, man, what do I gotta do after? Anyway, let's go. Let's check it out. Okay, if you in here, they said how the first time I meet, he said he was at 106 Park getting a haircut or whatever, and 50 Cent just came into the dressing room.
Ran back there because, like, I was always excited about the idea of being 16 years old and having a hit record. Because I know that changes the house that the mama go into. That changes Christmas for the other kids this year. You know, if I had the wish to be another artist that's in existence right now, I wish to be Soulja Boy.
What?
I mean, maybe to be another artist that's in existence right now, I wish to be Soulja Boy. If I had the wish to be another artist that's in existence right now, I wish to be Soulja Boy. I mean,
If I had a wish to be another artist in existence right now, because I think he said when I was 16, I was imagining having a hit record. Who put 50 on? Y'all know how 50 came out. He said, I would wish to be Soulja Boy. This big buff ass nigga, right? But you know why 50 is buff. Okay, it's two type of buffs out here. All right, because there's a lot of niggas getting swole right now, but it's two type of different swoles, man. It's a nigga look at me and look at what I'm doing, and then it's niggas who been, you know, putting pressure on females and getting swole, and testosterone is applying more pressure to these females. You know, there's brothers out here that want to look good in a suit like that, but some of these brothers is getting swole for other men. You dig what I'm saying? He said he wanted to be Soulja Boy. Let's continue on. This is a photo shoot.
So, made the song, the track, what he said himself. You know what I'm saying? You can't act anymore. We got a huge community of artists out there who are working in the studio every night. They was in there last night, the night before, and they don't have the same hit record.
why did 50 Cent put that shit on his head, man? And I'm like, man, is there some BDSM type shit going on? Is this some BDSM SNL type shit going on? Like, why would you put that? Oh my God, man. Shame.
They'll actually point to the artist.
Look at them.
And the critics, they judge each other. A lot of the hate, when you look at comments under new material and different things like that, is from someone who actually wants to be in that position. Because they write and they're creatively going in a different.
He's saying you gotta want to be in a position, all right? It tells you in the book, the more that you hustle, right? And you bring souls in, the more you will get hurt. You gotta do it. You gotta sell out. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there, right? Because they took plenty of pictures. In the beginning, 50 was all over this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was all over. He was Benny, you see Benny Siegel, he was like, on that. What you do that for, man? Your boy going in so hard, and you like, this nigga's fabuloso. And you kissed this nigga on in his ear and shit. 50 Cent all over Soulja Boy, right? And out of all these pictures that they took, the XXL cover, let's check that out. This was the end result. This was the end result. They took a lot of pictures with different gear on, different fits on, different uniforms on, and they settled on this. And when I seen this cover, this is when I started to hate rap. Cause I'm like, nah, nope. This not a Tribe Called Quest no more. This not De La Soul. This not Brand New Being. You feel what I'm saying? This not X-Clan. This not Public Enemy. But we don't know what's in the spirit of these men. So it could have, the festering and the disease could have been back then. This is 2010. The book that I'm giving you right now is 2011. I said when the rapper started to look like this, that's not my kind of guy. I wouldn't, back in the day when I was young, I wouldn't want to hang out with nobody looking like that. But see, I'm from Los Angeles. I'm not from New York or these other East Coast places or the South. You know, I didn't grow up there in the essence of my teenagers. So I'm like NWA. At 16, 17, 14, 15, I'm NWA. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm NWA and Eric B. and Rakim and shit. You know what I'm saying? That look, you know. But yeah, this was the end result, man. So, now let's talk about the book. All right, let's talk about the book. So, I've never heard of this book before, right? I don't even know who Terrence Dean is. The book blew my cat back so much. I didn't even go research Terrence Dean. I didn't even know if there is any videos out there. There is, and I'll show his video. Let me make a note of that. Show the right. I never heard of this book. He got two books. This is his second book. His first book was called Hiding in Hip Hop, right? I'm learning that from this, reading the inside of this. COVID 2020. I'm in Albany, Georgia at this time, right? And you know, you locked in. It's the lockup, right? But it was some thrift stores out there that was open at the time when we reopened or whatever, but you still couldn't move around a lot. So me and my mate, man, we like to go to the thrift store and we like to buy books and records and You know, I like the thrift shop. I like the thrift shop. Something falling in the house. You're like, what could that possibly be? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? And this particular day, we go to the thrift shop. I wanted to buy a couple of books. I'm always looking for a treasure, a gem, somebody don't know about, I know about, possibly know about, you know what I mean? And they give it away. And it's a book that's like $30 back in whenever they got it. And they just give it to the thrift shop and it's like $1.50. You feel what I'm saying? I seen this book and I was like, oh, okay. You know, this might be interesting. Mogul. It's about hip hop. You know, just by the look I thought it was about money. You feel what I'm saying? You know, Mogul is about having money and shit like that, right? But in the media and entertainment industries, sports industries, right? Okay, but it's about money. A mogul is, when you say that is a mogul, he got money, right? So I thought it was just a book on some good game in the hip hop world or whatever, right? Okay, so I began to read the book, right? And then I'm like, by the third page. Nah, I say about the third page, right? Because it starts off with this producer, Big AT, right? He's got his boyfriend and shit, right? Which is his, okay, so Pops put on the producers. There's one major producer, Big AT is a producer, but what's gonna make him a producer is he gotta go get a dope MC or a couple or a crew, you know what I'm saying, right? And put them on, and then they gotta go. Okay. So the dude he's with, and the dude he's with is like a nigga from the projects in New York, right? I think of the way they describe them. What's a hard MC? DMX, you know, and you gotta ask yourself, why? What was up with the drugs and DMX? See, this is a very fine line, man. Where you be like, damn, how you disrespecting the dead like that? But this book should have on it, nigga, the expose of the music industry, right? Because even though it's fictitious, I think this shit is exactly describing this dude's life. It's exactly the way these niggas is living. It's all the gangsters, all the hard, all the thugs. You gotta think about 2010. This 2010 lingo, 2010 vocabulary. You understand what I'm saying? This is 2010. You see, and Soulja Boy got all them chains on. You know, it's the skinny boy era. It's going into all of that, right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at Soulja Boy. You gotta look at Soulja Boy. This a new wave of souls. With these brothers definitely, when the MCs that I follow, they went, you know, Q-Tip tell you about it, the record, whatever number 4080, the record company is shady. Like, they had to learn the paperwork, and then they learned the paperwork, and they said, let's go get them. So look at Soulja Boy, right? Let's go get him. Okay, it's a whole different time. All right, so he went to go get, because Pop told him, the big dude, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, you only dropped a couple of beats, man, but you gotta go get that dude. You gotta go get that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go get that dude, right? So they sit down, he goes and finds the dude, right? Dude's still in the project, still in the hood. still serving packs, you know what I'm saying? Still serving packs, you know, and then Big AT go find him, right? And Big AT got on the look, you know. They go eat. He takes him out to eat. And so the producer is like, yo, man, just long story short, I need you. You the dopest rapper out there. You know what I'm saying? He hit him with the puffy spill. I can take you there. We can do it. We can come together, blah, blah, blah. And so the rapper like, man, I knew it's my time, man. It's my time to shine. I'm like, yeah, man, they can't handle me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Big AT, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? I take care of my moms now. I can take care of my kids now. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you need, I got you. So he gets the producer. And so in the beginning of the book, he's having a press conference. The publicist, if you really want to find out the dirt, y'all need to go talk to the publicist. You dig what I'm saying? Because they covet all of the information. And they may have an assistant. You know what I'm saying? The publicist is handling the crash news, right? Getting you out there and handling the crash news. You feel me? And then they might have an assistant that might be a female. Could be a dude. Could be Bentley Farnsworth. And they doing like all the little small things, like going to go get a nigga's shoes out the room, going downstairs in the hotel room to get food, making phone calls, you understand what I'm saying? Wiping the nigga's ass and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They do all the little, but the publicist is handling the big shit, right? So that's how the book starts off. He's gonna try to have this press conference where he's gonna release to the people that he's gay, and this is my man, which is the #1 rapper around here. One of the #1 rappers out here. You dig what I'm saying? And so in the book, he goes to do the press conference, right? Because it's big. It's bigger than shit. It's Michael Jackson up there. Puffy is up there. Puffy got a big announcement. You know what I'm saying? Timberland got a major announcement. Whoever is the Pharrell got a major announcement. Look at Pharrell. That's not skateboard P, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's not skateboard P. Andre 3000, hell yeah, hell of a lyricist. But we talking about nigga inside of the industry 3000. That's not Andre 3000. You mean to tell me that Big Boy and Andre 3000 as Outkast can't come back together and do an album because Andre said, I don't have nothing to say no more? See, Andre is that nigga like a glitch in the Matrix. That nigga done hit you with some flute shit. He telling you his shit is up there. He up there. How you seeing this black? Andre 3000 is a nigga from the hood. He a nigga from goddamn Atlanta. Single parent moms. Moms passed away. But all the niggas want from Andre 3000 is a verse. Y'all niggas don't be listening. See, some of y'all, even my age, right? When Nuwapu hit, if you was there, New York niggas was able to get Nuwapu. New York niggas knew about Dr. Malachi Z York, nigga. I'm from the West Coast, nigga. This is Black Soul Family right here, nigga. I'm from the West Coast. I moved to GA, and Dr. Malachi Z York was in Atlanta, GA, downtown. Go catch the bus, Martyr, 5 Points. The Nuwapians was out there with afros. Okay, so if they was accessible in GA, I know, and we talking about 1980s. We talking about, hold on. All right, this book is deep. You might be like, hey, he all over the place or whatever. Nah, not over the place, all over the place. A person that's hyper conscious, you know what I'm saying, very enlightened. There's a lot of things going through his mind, man. Like, you get it. But to give it to the people, it's like you got to slow down, right? You know what I'm saying? So in that slowing down, a lot of information may come out, man. This book is deep. You know what I'm saying? This book is deep. But Dr. Malachi Z York, if you're a fan of MF Doom, if you are a fan of...
This book is 15.
If you're a fan of MF Doom, rest in peace, MF Doom. Okay? Yeah, like I was saying, rest in peace, MF Doom. Now, that's KMD in the middle, okay? Y'all might just know him as Metal Face Doom, but we talking about the 1980s, and we're talking about Dr. Malachi Z York. Stop playing. When it comes down to this knowledge on the streets, nigga, it's nothing more than stand on your business when you looking like a real one. And we talking about Islam at this time. We ain't talking about no goddamn suits and bow ties. Shout out to the Farrakhan back in them days, coming out of Chicago, Elijah Muhammad, what he brought. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings upon Elijah Muhammad. They try to get him the same way, but we talking about the look of a Muslim, even from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? That's KMD in the middle. And this is Dr. Malachi Z York.
Just take. No rapping to the girls.
Now, you see that picture up in the top? I had this picture in my room. This is the knowledge that I grew to connect with after going through all the circles that I went through to get this knowledge. This is where I connected. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the Nawapian Nation. If you was there in the 90s, some before me, but if you was willing to go this far and be on the streets and still be around your homies, you understand what I'm saying? Then you was growing your spirit.
All right, remember, be humble. All right, Assalamu alaikum.
This book is anti this. This mogul book is, that's why they took Dr. Malachi Z York out the face of the people, because this is what he brought. And you see, this is in hip hop. So them niggas in New York know Dr. Malachi Z York. Stop playing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. Hold on, because these niggas have changed, right? I got another one for you. Yeah, it go back, but they know. Now, this, sorry for that silence right there. 21 Savage, okay? I know his father personally. His father is a Nuwapian from London, from Dalston, right? So this is how far it's changed. So when you look at these people, right? When you look at these people, you say, oh, they doing what Dr. York did. Nah, man, they become plants. They become plants. They may have started off honest, right? But Africa Bambaataa, he could have been whatever Hassan Campbell said he was. Day one. Don't know. Look, interesting. That's Dr. Malachi Z York right there, and Russell Simmons. Okay. Now you'll be like, oh, Dr. Malachi Z York, he was in the music business. But it's what he did after, right? It's what they did after. So what if the angelic being Michael is sitting in there with them to get that information? So when you look at his books, he right there with Russell Simmons. Right? Now, when you look at this write-up right here, okay, Dr. York go all the way back to the Jungle Brothers. Uh-oh, who was this? The Next Generation. Now that's Russell Simmons. This Jazzo, right? And that's Jay-Z. Who is he shaking the hand of? Dr. Malachi Z York's son, Jacob York. Okay, hip-hop and the Nubian Islamic Hebrews. Now you go back and you check verses of some of these New York MCs, they mentioning his name. They trying to talk right now, but they don't want to talk about Dr. Malachi Z York, Prince Paul, Gravediggers, RZA, okay, MF Doom, KFD, Jay-Z, Jazzo. You feel me? Which had to influence all of this. Prodigy and Mobb Deep spoke. Oh, come on, man. All right. Nas, Cameron, Jules Santana, Sean Price, all mention his name. Okay, don't want to shoot my people, but still they might clap me because I talk like Dr. Malachi Z York. Who said that? Cameron on the Purple Haze album on the Long Leave, 2004. The Dips, consulted by the son of Malachi York. Who was the son of Malachi York? Jacob York. Sean Price, You Don't Got a Chance. Pa Ansar Community, Malachi York. Okay? Even the lyrical genius and Guinness Book of World Record holder Twista shouts out Dr. York and the Ansars on his first single off Loud Records called it Running Off at the Mouth. Wow. See, that's crazy because I knew about that track. I didn't know about Dr. York. I moved to Atlanta in 91, right? So I haven't even studied his bars like that. To the Ansars and Chicago gods. What peace to Dr. York and Abdul Malik. I say what peace. Now look, this is a different time. Because if you look at Twista right now, he looked like a thug. Right? They said that that's the only music you can put out. Chicago Twista, come on. Others like Lil Jon and KP and Envy, Shorty Swing My Way actually performed on Tamaray. Okay? You know who that is. India R.E. there. Okay? Some of these people you're not seeing no more. Erykah Badu. They go 21 Savage. Right? And that's 21 Savage dad. I know him personally. I don't know him now, but when I stayed in London as a Nuwapian, right, he was from the other tab. Matter of fact, we had beef with this little dude. My tab general, right, was gonna get at this dude right here. Because he was bringing, you see what he bringing? You see what he bringing? You dig what I'm saying? You see what he bringing? This is the trickery, man. This is the trickery, what they was able to do. All right, so you've seen Jay-Z up in there connected to Dr. Malachi Z York, right? Dr. Malachi Z York not even in the picture, so who powerful? Who more powerful at that time? Jay-Z shaking Jacob York's hand, the son of Dr. Malachi Z York, and Dr. Malachi Z York not even in the picture, but they wearing his clothes. They wearing his designs. They selling his books. They selling his deodorant. They selling his oils, his shampoo, his soaps, his incense. Right? So you gotta think how a nigga from the West Coast, man, I bury you with Nuwapu, yo. Because I'm an avid reader. Before I left to GA, man, you know what I'm saying? I was reading. Nigga, I was a gangster, an intellectual gangster. You understand what I'm saying? Because that what was in the music, man. Rodney King and all that shit, the riots and all of that shit, yo. You feel me? You gotta understand Los Angeles, man. So you had to have your mind. Your mind had to be sharp. So he's supposed to have a press conference, and then it goes into, he faints, right? Like a little bitch. He faints and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so he doesn't do the press conference. But after, well, he gets up. He still got to do the press conference. But this is how they decide to go into the book. So it says from the beginning. So in the beginning, like I said, they like chilling on their hot dog before they was music producers, right? He had a relationship with a dude, right? That bumped him in his head. They kind of let him know, this is why I like men, I don't like girls. All right, but so the dude leave him, you know what I'm saying? So he bury himself into the music. You know that some of these producers say, man, I just buried myself into the music, right? Because you bury yourself into the music. Sometimes what's over there when you're doing your music is a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas, right? It's more niggas than it is females. I'm sure in every studio you see, it's more niggas than it is females. All right, so dude leaves. He buries himself into the music. He meets Pop. Okay, so he gets invited, right? Because they grinding. Remember, more sales, more souls, more sales, more souls. You understand what I'm saying? They getting their name out. Fuck with all the hood niggas in the neighborhood and things of that nature. So he got a homie by the name of Chris. They like the dynamic duo. You know what I'm saying? They like a production team, them two together. You understand what I'm saying? So Chris hits him with, hey man, you know what I'm saying? We got invited to the big man's house. The big man's house. Who? Larry Singleton. Pop? Yeah. The big guy? Yeah. Clip-O-Matic sent us an invitation. So you can't get in unless you get pulled dead. Hey Pop, I've been checking out this producer and shit, you know what I'm saying? He's going hard, you know, I wanna invite him into the party, you know what I'm saying? What's the party? The family party. Now I read all of his exes and told you BET and TV, all of them is there, you know what I'm saying? They're part of the family. So they get there and they give you an offer you can't refuse. Okay. When they say, I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse, you refuse it, right? It's because you either say, well, you gotta have to kill me, right? After that, I guess, right? Integrity, man, value, ethics, morals. Integrity, man, value, ethics, and morals. But the spirit, the mind can be, in the flesh is weak with the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? They meet Pop. Pop changes this dude's name to Big AT immediately. And so they have, you know, throughout the party, they have a talk, right? Let me take you out. Hey, come on, Big AT. Let me take you out to the balcony. You know what I'm saying? The dude is like, you know, cause it's written as a novel, so it's got some expression in it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as easy. That's what I'm saying. This book is fucking, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy. It took me a couple of times to try to get through it, but I wanted to, because I wanted to understand. Now I know all the shit that they saying. It's 2011. Expose on the music industry. Everything that Puppy is in here. Puppy is one of these characters. Whatever they saying about the big guys, they are in here. They're in here. They're in here. The black and the white ones, right? So Big AT takes him out to the balcony. You know what I'm saying, overlooking New York, you know, skyscrapers and all that shit up there. It's the, in New York, that's what he's showing, in New York, what you can have and shit, you know what I'm saying? And and so they having a conversation, and the conversation off alcohol gets a little emotional. You know what I'm saying, where Pop's gonna be like, yo, young man, you know, if you follow me to the moon and back, you know what I'm saying, if you, well, we will be able to take over the world, you know what I'm saying? Look out there, you see them skyscrapers, you gonna be on top of all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be over all of that, even more, you know what I'm saying? You gonna, and then I'm gonna have somebody take it when I leave. Somebody took it when somebody left. Somebody died and somebody got on. You talking about him right now. He don't, they say he don't fucking do shit by saying, here's the sample, do something with that. Diddy's production team. Are y'all asking the right questions? Are y'all looking at these niggas like these niggas still street? You dig what I'm saying? Are y'all asking them the right questions? Or are y'all thinking they're still street? Well, guess what? The fucking journalist is in it. The nigga asking the questions is in it. The female that's got whatever, they're in it. It's the family. That's what he said. Right. So he takes him on to the balcony, right? And then they after them little conversation, and when that's a good bond. You know what I'm saying? He said the dude went and grabbed where he Terry Crews'd them, right? But this guy, right, instead of hey nigga, he was like, oh wow, he got aroused. He was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Type of why? So he Terry Crews'd them and shit. That's what it say in the book. He Terry Crews'd them and shit, and then the dude asked him, you know what, Akiale was like, put it in your mouth. That's what he asked him. He said it a little bit more refined than that. Like, I know that's mines. It's gonna be mines. You feel what I'm saying? Either you can go out there and be the nigga in the because he said what he had on when he came in there, right? Some baggy jeans, some Timberlands, and a black t-shirt, and a Caesar with waves, and a fitted cap. That's every look from a nigga from the hood, right? Dude, Clip-O-Matic said, when you come in here, man, this is some low type shit. Not even this beyond down low, I guess. This some low type shit. Get ready for it. Loosen up, because this is what it is. So after you know what I'm saying, he knobs him off on the balcony, then they put him to work. They put him to work. After he left that party, all them executives, you know what I'm saying, what came next? Big AT is he up there now. Boom. When Eazy-E seen Dr. Dre and the Chronic and Straight Outta Compton on the billboards, and he put his head down. That's probably one of the realest, and they had to get rid of him immediately. If it wasn't for Eazy-E, even though y'all say it was gangster rap when Eazy-E was doing it, it was reality rap when Eazy-E was doing. Eazy-E was being who he was in the hood. That's why I went, because there was a lot of niggas in the hood. I was one of them. You understand what I'm saying? And Eazy-E was talking where everybody was fucking talking, right? And then he got knocked off. He got knocked off for over an influential producer. Suge Knight was already all around town on him. Already knew Puffy. The niggas was already cool. You dig what I'm saying? They was already cool. And now they talking about sacrifices. So after that, Big AT is on, and then from there, it goes on to how he's conducting his life, right? Here's the thing, though. The cover-up. Niggas waxing on and waxing off. The cover-up is how much time I can spend with this nigga. How I can get this, how we can go out together. How we can go enjoy ourselves and travel around and eat dinner and go to the movies. That's the publicist. Public-ish. They smoke screen that shit. In fact, it tells you, check this out. You feel what I'm saying? Cause niggas like dumb. Show me how to go. Show me where to go. Show me where to go. Let me see if I can find it right quick. What they say about the people. What they say about y'all. Okay, so when he faints, right, he needs an excuse. You had this press conference and the nigga fell out, right? So the publicist is he's tired, he's exhausted, he's been overworked and he fell out, right? How many times you hear that shit? But it says, yes, distraction, just like I learned early on in the entertainment business, a business full of illusions. You have to keep the fans distracted. Why your fans gotta be distracted, homie? Why the fanatics, pan is where you get fan, right? P and F in languages is interchangeable, okay? He a goat, man. He a goat boy, Baphomet, right? And he like little guys. You dig what I'm saying? So look, in ancient Greek religion and mythology, Pan is the god of the wild, shepherds, and flocks. Shepherds and flocks. Rustic music and impromptus and companion of the nymphs. Okay. What is rustic music? The pastoral genre of literature, art, or music depicts an idealized form of the shepherd's lifestyle, herding livestock around open areas of land. Basically, rustic music is the rap, what I do in the hood. You understand what I'm saying? How I want to come up, what my lifestyle is like. That's rustic music. What is impromptus? Is a free-form musical composition with the character improvisation as if prompted by the spirit of the moment, usually for a solo. We know what impromptus is, and you just go up there and wing it. You just go up there and wing it. The book gets deeper and more, and it's off the chain, man. Right? It's off the chain. But hold on. So I read you that you got to be distracted. Let's tell you what Pop said. Hold on. Is this the end of my career? I think when is everyone going to say about me? A lot of people don't know what's really going down in this place. Yeah, it's a city where your dreams can come true and celebrities are made. It's New York City. Everyone comes here because they want to be famous or discovered. It's full of glitz and glamour, but people really don't know what's going on behind the closed doors. They don't know about the deals being made and how these deals are being conducted. People have no clue that many of their favorite celebrities, people have that, no, that's broad, stars and top executives are part of my family. And I told you what the family is. The family of down low and gay men who actually run the entertainment industry. Yes, the real family. We run this. I just wonder if the world is ready to accept the first openly gay black executive in hip hop. Now, is that what Puffy is doing? Is he trying to get out there? They tell you, man, now this is Pops telling him about how deep the family is, right? So he's saying, I ain't saying all of them effed, right? Or est, if you get what I'm saying. Some D to get to the top, but a lot of them have and continue to do so, but a lot of them have and continue to do so. This was written in 2011, okay? Look at what's being said right now. Trust me, there is always some new, young, fresh, wide open, roughneck thug who is willing to do whatever it takes to get a record deal, a movie deal role, or some press. And in the case I showed you, Soulja Boy. You know, it's other dudes out there, like that dude who Houston gouged out his eyes, said he was seeing demons. You know, it's another dude talking about Puffy right now. Jaguar Wright talking about Bashir ran out. You know, they running out of the houses naked, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta imagine, yo, like you wanna get away so bad from some motherfuckers doing something to you, man. You ain't in control of that shit. You thought you was there. Now they done put some Mickey in your shit. You a little woozy, nigga. You know, but you still gotta, cause you a thug nigga, right? You still gotta be like, oh, I'm up, you know what I'm saying? They don't put enough where you knocked out, and then all of a sudden you agree to some shit. Now they got videos. They got videos. That 50 Cent said he caught you know, just all the, behind the back, somebody sent him some shit on Puffy. And we hearing this stuff, man. And we still like, oh, as long as I can get some clout on my video talking about it, as long as my views go up. But you know what y'all doing? Y'all playing into the hands of the beast, man. Y'all playing into the hands of the beast. Y'all think y'all exposing it. Y'all not exposing it. Y'all making it commonplace. Y'all making it commonplace. Because what's going to happen when he come out, and then they come out, and he more powerful, and then they don't do nothing. Then what you going to do then? You're going to accept it. Some even think they are smarter than the next and that they will get by without having to deal with a gay brother. Think of the game. When they ask the game, you know, most of them say, man, I ain't got no problem with gay niggas. Just, you know, keep it over there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem as long as you. Like I said, we are everywhere in all aspects of this industry. In all aspects of this industry. 9 times out of 10, we know each other. It only takes a phone call and we can bring you down or help keep you where you are. Yep. If you want to make it to the top and do what no other has done, I can get you there. It's time for me to give my throne to someone else, Pop said. It's time for a new king. I glanced at him. He nodded his head to me. Then Pop placed his hand on mine. And in here, this nigga aggressive. This nigga's aggressive. Because as soon as you do that, because you know it's somebody in the window. The big guy don't care. They know that's who he is. That's what he do. That's the training. Listen, all of this going down the invitation and all of that to get to this part where he gets accepted and gets invited in and becomes, this is page 55. Page 55, right? Now, I'm gonna leave it on this one part of the story. All right, so this is what they're saying about Justin Bieber. They probably did Eminem. They're saying they passing Justin Bieber around, right? And some other fools that got passed around, you know. So this is a dude in here. His name is Southern Gent, right? He's from the South. And so Big AT, once he gets up there, right, he takes on 2 more friends, and I don't think these friends are producers, they're executives, whatever. They up there too, but they probably, I can't recall, but they in dealing with the music, right? And so these 3 niggas is like a tag team, right? They go out to all the spots. Hey, it's some LGBTQ community parties out there that the average man does not know about at all. You dig what I'm saying? Where it's all sausages and loincloths, you know what I'm saying? We don't know about it at all. And they go do their thing. But anyway, this kid, Southern gent, trying to get on. And the first 2 friends are like, yeah, man, I can get you connected and put you there, and they kick it with them. And they use them, you know, and they keep them. That's what they One of them was like, man, I had them for a couple months, man. I don't want to deal with them no more, man. He keep asking me about a record deal, man. I ain't got no time for no record deal. So shit, I let the homie have him. And he went over there, and he was looking for the same thing. He was like, man, I'm tired of playing with dude. And so sent him to this dude, producer Big AT. And in the book it says, now you gotta think, man, they willing to go through the gate. They willing to go through. As soon as dude got through the door, my man said, shut the door. Southern gent proceeds to take off his pants, take off his underwear, and was like, I'm ready to go. This is sickening, man, because, I mean, how long are we gonna allow ourselves to be exploited for $1 bill, for a greenback, for the blue cheese, the blue green? You feel what I'm saying? How long are we gonna allow ourselves to be pimped and whored out just to say, we got some flash, I'm living big? How many lives are gonna get destroyed believing in this program, right? How long are these weak ass niggas if they doing this shit like a Jay-Z? When it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, doing wild shit, nigga, fuck your lyric. I'm not even really a Jay-Z fan like that. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I will listen to 444. For some reason, I like that album. Maybe the nigga was introspective or whatever. It sounded like he was growing up with all that. I'm a hustler, baby, and drug deals. And man, look at you as a little kid, man. We know D-Haven put your ass on, man. And then you be like, man, this nigga D-Haven won't let that shit go. Nigga, if you masterminded the craft, the only thing Jay-Z is doing is following somebody else. He was following D-Haven. So that's basically, to me, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, who was you following now? Jazzo said that shit about that nigga, and it made him retract that shit. And he said that shit like he was standing on grown man, real man business. He said Jay-Z, man, he down with that shit right there. And so the Southern gent dude, Big AT, was like, oh man, he ready to do it. So I might as well, man, he was like, man, I don't even want to treat this one wrong. I feel sorry for him. But Cat Williams said, nigga, I'm a boy, nigga. And didn't Terry Crews do that scene? I think. I'm a boy, nigga. Hey, that shit was funny as hell, man. It's like, nigga, hey, nigga, I'm a boy, nigga. And so he helped Southern Gent out, and Southern Gent, he goes, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really talk about him too much in the book anymore. It's just Big AT, and I'm trying to think. The look is DMX. What he's describing is DMX. It's nobody more. Matter of fact, what movie? It's an old movie, man. I just watched it. I can't think about it. It's about two rappers and shit. But one of the niggas from New York, he a hard ass nigga. Like it's a 90s movie, man. He looked like DMX. He a hard ass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And they clean him up. Dude came in and dropped his drawers immediately. Now what type of music is that? What type of music is that? Man, with that being said, man, I just, you know, I think this video is going to be called The Expose on the Music Industry. I don't know what it's going to be called, man, but I had to get this out. So I want to say in lieu of this book, man, it's a lot of shit going on that we not thinking about. It's the chili dog community out there. And they care about that first. They said, somebody said, Puffy said, hey man, we done had all these females. That shit boring. We had all the females. That shit boring. What he did to Cass, he symbolizes somebody who don't even like females, yo. What? You don't even like females. Come on, man. Come on, man. There's two things you can't talk about. The gays and the Jews. Right? But man, it's them two little them forces right there don't have no problem infiltrating into the black community, man. And like, you can't shake them. You can't even shake them. Nigga, we're not talking about no laws, really. We talking about how they feel. They want to sexualize and demoralize black people. They want to effeminate men because of fear, because of their own boogeyman syndrome. And then you got the black devils perpetuating it. So it's a lot of niggas who couldn't get no females running the world. And that's what I guess they all got in common. They want to cry on each other's shoulder. And then when you think about it, man, can another man console another man? Can a man be consoled by another man? Man, it gets deep, man. I'm a boy, nigga. I like girls. You dig what I'm saying?